Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Where have you been, Hannah? Where have you been? Don't have too many excuses besides the fact I did start another business and I've been putting a lot of my energy and efforts into that lately. Other than that, it's just been random life. Thank you all for sticking around, for those of you who have. Today's video is just going to be an update since I haven't talked to you all in a while and tell you what's going on with my body, my life, where we're at, and at the end of this video, you will be able to vote for the next video you want. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's do this update. About 4 months ago, I did finally get my period back, and it has been coming on a consistent basis, about a 28-day cycle each time. So for the past 4 months. And in fact, those first couple of months I was preventing and making sure to be watching to where I wasn't getting pregnant, because as you all know if you watch my last update, just right now everything is going really well in my life, and it is just right where I want it to be. The major difference between me getting my period this time than as before my son is that I hardly have any cramps, if any at all. Like when I first got my period, I was so shocked and didn't know what was happening because I didn't get any symptom that it was coming, and I had no symptoms of ovulation beforehand. So that's how it's been the past 4 months. I don't feel, maybe I'll feel a bit more anxious certain times or a bit more energized other times in my cycle, but for the most part I don't have any symptoms at all when it comes to that, which is a good thing. And then it's also a thing where I have to keep more track of my body to see what's going on, whereas kind of before I didn't have to be so, aware, if that makes sense. I could just kind of be like, oh, I feel this, I'm about to ovulate or I'm about to start my period. Now it's kind of like I just go based off the calendar, which is so odd. It's just so different. I don't know if that's related to me eating just plants, eating plant-based for the past 4 years, if that has to do with me having had my son and my hormones are just different, if it has to do with all of those factors combined. I really don't know, but I just find it so odd. I don't have any symptoms. It's just like shows up when it's supposed to. All right, so when it comes to my supplements, I did want to update you all on that because I did get my period back, and one of the things I do contribute it to is to, not breastfeeding nearly as frequently, and if some days at all. So that's been for me a big factor, but also I have been taking my supplements. I did have a couple videos on my supplements. I will link them down below, but as far as being consistent, the ones I've been consistent with is magnesium oil that you put on your skin. I have been taking a vitamin D. Now I will say the supplements I'm taking now are slightly different from last time because I do take different supplements in the winter just to boost my immune system and to prevent any of the crud that's going around or any sickness going around. So I am taking a liquid zinc, my vegan omega that I've been taking. I'm taking a vitamin D with the K2 in it, or in my case it's a vegan vitamin D K2, so it has precursors for my body to create K2. And I'm taking my B12. Those were the supplements that I feel like I was taking before starting my period and continuing on. Another big contributing factor I think it is with my period and just not getting symptoms is I really made sure I was getting enough sleep. I really was careful with my stress levels and my activity levels. I made sure to be active but not overactive. I have a whole nother video I made a long time ago on how I got my period back from amenorrhea that again I will link below. And I basically applied those same tips. I just made sure that I was still applying them to my life because I realized I was a bit stressed, I wasn't getting enough sleep, yada yada, and implementing those also I feel like contributed to it coming back. I did also want to mention, if you've been keeping up with this update series, you know what I'm talking about, or even if you've been watching my videos for a while, but I upped my fat intake so I would gain some weight, because for whatever reason my body needs to carry extra weight. At least for me, it's, in my opinion and how I feel and like looking at my body, it's extra weight to have a period. And if you haven't seen my other videos, don't make that scare you think like I'm scared of weight gain or that I'm, you know, only happy when I'm super skinny. But I feel like when I get a layer of fat on my belly, that is when I have my period. So introducing all those fats, I always eat fats regardless, but I was really concentrating on gaining weight. That could have possibly gone into it too, because I have noticed my stomach is not as lean as it normally is, and just so happens I'm getting a regular period, and same thing happened before. But weird thing about that is if I go to the doctor or anything, even when I wasn't getting a period, my weight and my BMI is all in a healthy level before I gained the weight. So I just want to put that out there. So for whatever reason, my body just wants extra weight to its, I don't know, that's just how it is. That's just how it's been. As far as updates, that's really all that I can update you all on. There's nothing major going on besides I have a regular period now, which is amazing. Like, I haven't had a regular period like this so consistently since the beginning of even getting a period, like the very first period I got, because it wasn't long after getting a period that I was put on birth control pills. And then from there on out, it was just like, after that, years after that, it was just totally haywire when it came to my hormones and my cycle. So even right before I had my son, my period wasn't consistent every month, but I didn't have a period, but I wanted to get pregnant, so I worked on getting my period back, and then when I did, a few months later I got pregnant. So it's not like my body had time to adjust or anything. So that's, yeah, I'm rambling, but just giving y'all a little background on what's going on. Okay, so that is that for this update. Let me know down below what's going on in your life. What major change, has anything changed in your health in the past couple of months that you've noticed, even if it's a tiny little change, like, oh, I have less acne, or oh, I lost a few pounds, or I gained a few pounds, or whatever it is. Let me know down below, and give this video a like if you're on your PCOS journey. Also, let me know in the comments below what video you would like to see next. I know I did this in my last video, and I apologize for not coming through with it, with everything that has happened between then, but I promise you all I am more committed this year. So, do you want a natural products video, or do you want one of the effects the pill has on the body, or 3? I hope to see you all in my next video. As always, type below Stronger Than PCOS. Get it in your subconscious mind. Hope to see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you all later.